Aloha, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into this new episode of Gymact Live Spotlight. Today, I'm going to be talking to the team from Iowa Gymnastics and their head coach and a couple of athletes, and let's see how things are going to go. All right, welcome everybody. I see that Iowa Gym's already joined us, so that's fantastic. Good to see you guys here. Thanks for coming in, Edmund, James, everybody else too. It's so great that every time I start one of these, I see the names just popping up real fast. These intrepid gymnastics supporters, and you guys are amazing. So thanks for being here, everyone. So once again, my name is Breeze Olson, Coach Breeze, here in Monterey, California, at the beautiful Rising Star Gymnastics Gym, where I work coaching the boys and girls competitive programs here. I am waiting to talk to the guys from Iowa, and we're going to ask them some questions about their program and about what's going on with their competition schedule this year. So this is exciting. So as soon as I get the request, and I have already, we're going to have, so let's see if we can get the technology to work. So thanks for coming in, Zach and Sean, and who else is in here? NIU. Hey, we got connection.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going? It's going pretty good. Let me get my camera facing the right way so you don't see just my nose. All right, there you go. So, all right, first of all, Peyton, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, just with the boys lining up right now, about it.
Nice. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking to Peyton Hobson, who is the head coach of Iowa Gymnastics. And these guys, you may or may not know, they were an NCAA program up until just a little while ago. And then recently they have been dropped from the varsity roster and have joined the Gymact realm of competitions. So we're, of course, thrilled to have you guys here. I know that your team's doing great already this year in competitions, so we'll get to that in just a second. So first of all, where are you in the world? Tell us a little bit about your geography.
So Iowa City, Iowa, nothing much to it other than it's a bit cold. Do you want me to introduce the guys real quick on lineup?
I'd love to. Yeah, before they start a workout. That'd be fantastic. Let's do that.
Yeah, we are looking a little thin today due to Friday exams. Does everyone want to introduce himself one by one?
Sure. I'm Amari Sewell.
Yeah, sure. Whatever else you want to say.
And then, I do everything except rings.
Cool.
I'm Cole Jans. I'm also a junior, and I train all around.
I'm Evan Davis. I'm a senior, and I do all around.
Carto, train all around. Rudy, I'm a senior, rings.
Dom. I'm a sophomore, and I do everything besides floor.
All right,
besides floor. And Peyton, who's missing on the lineup today?
About 5 guys. So we normally have Rafe, James, Zach, Drew Helberg, and Michael Kogan. Yeah, that'd be it.
All right,
so,
all right.
Quite a few guys, yeah.
And this is the typical college experience where these guys have stuff they got to take care of in their academics, which is, of course, priority number one while they're going to college. And gymnastics always takes the back seat when that comes to in conflicts, of course. But as much as you want those guys to be there every day, every minute, they got to take care of business on their end first.
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. So it's good to know that these guys are pushing forward. Now, do you want to just let your guys go for a little bit, and then you and I can chat for a little bit?
Yeah. I just told them to warm up, so yeah, hopefully,
perfect.
They can do that.
All right, so you and I would just have a couple of moments of conversation here quietly on our own. So first of all, congratulations on maintaining the team alive. I have to say that, looking through this camera to your eyes as much as possible, my heart goes to you and to your team and to everyone who's involved. Now, paint a little picture to me, if you don't mind. What's the current status of your team? You have about 9 guys, 9 to 10 guys. Is that what I counted there?
11 currently.
11. Okay, so 11 guys on your team, and these are all athletes from Iowa, from University of Iowa.
Yeah.
And you guys are training. Where are you training right now?
So we're actually still in the same gym as we were when we were a varsity team. So currently in the field house, which is very nice because it's a pretty good facility, and for the most part, we have it to ourselves. So pretty much the same as last year and the years before.
Very cool. Now, do you guys have both men's and women's gymnastics training there, or is this just the guys?
So the women's team is still varsity, and they train a couple hours before us, so we don't usually conflict at all. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, very cool. So you're still in the same location that, in fact, you trained and competed for Iowa.
Yes.
Just until a couple of years ago. You were. How many years did you compete for the team?
3.
3 years, and you were there when the axe came down, as they say. Full disclosure, I was also an NCAA athlete back in my day at Brigham Young University, and I remember distinctly the moment, the day, the situation where the news came to us as a team, and I get a little emotional thinking about it because it's as if it was this morning, right? I remember exactly how it was, how it happened, and what the following weeks and months and years, the time that we had to cope with things and accept it and then move forward, right? So do me a favor, if you don't mind, indulge me on this. And because I feel it's important for folks to understand that what goes on in the reality that goes on for an athlete and for a team when such a dramatic change happens for an NCAA program successful as yours. You guys, I mean, have how many decades of success in your program there? And then describe to me, first of all, what was your experience as an individual and as a team when this situation happened, when your team was removed from the NCAA varsity roster? And then move forward a little bit into like the transition. How did it go from going from that cush spot of being under the umbrella of the athletic department to being a self-funded, self-supported, self-everything team? Well, not everything. You guys have a facility. That's fantastic. So bring me up to speed on how that went for you. What was your experience?
So I don't know if a lot of people quite understand if they don't do gymnastics, although if you've done another sport or anything else, you probably do. But, as a gymnast, you train probably around 15, 20, maybe more hours a week. So to some extent, it becomes almost like your identity, So for me personally, I was already on the team for about 2 years. And then pretty much just got on campus, right? Because we couldn't come because of COVID and all that stuff. So pretty much just get on campus. And I had some idea that there was potential for us to get cut. There's been talks about the budget. But I didn't really think it would happen. So one morning, I think it was a Sunday morning. It was like right the day before school started, or maybe something like that. And we just get a text or a thing through this thing called Teamwork, so a notification. And it says, meet in some room at some time, like 11 a.m., right? So you wake up to that and you're just like, whoa, what could this be about? And then, you can check the people that it goes to, and it says swimming, tennis, gymnastics, and you're like, well, I don't know if I really have any connection to those sports aside from the fact we might be on the chopping block. So kind of knew it was going to happen. So it's pretty devastating. And I just had 2 teammates join as freshmen, 2 teammates from club, who were very talented, and hearing that, it was like, oh my gosh, what are they going to think? So for me, it wasn't quite as big of a deal because I did get 3 years out of my entire career in the NCAA. But for freshmen especially, it's just like our whole freshman lineup was pretty talented and could probably have gone to a lot of different schools, but they chose Iowa because they believed in the program and what we were fighting for. And then they just get kind of screwed. So that was the hardest part of it for me. And I think for the team, it was just hard because a lot of guys didn't even know if they wanted to continue, because it's like kind of we're not really fighting for the school anymore. And eventually it came to the point where it was just like we got motivation, like, all right, well, we're going out with a bang. So it's kind of how we wrote our season out.
Yeah, and what a great season it was for you guys. You guys are certainly kicking into high gear there all the time. It was so exciting to see, and congratulations on how you guys went out with a bang. I mean, really, truly, as a team, the spirit, the heart was there. It was thrilling to watch you guys do your thing, do what you do, the passion, and show it off, to every fiber of your being. That was a fantastic thing to experience. So congratulations on that. Now, as I tend to see, try to move things with optimism and levity. Let's move on to the next stage of your existence, the next chapter there. I mean, there was definitely a transitional period. I'm sure there was a dark moment there in history for every individual. But then now, talk to me a little bit about what it was like to you as a team, as a program, to figure out the next step and how you came to maintain your team alive and and functioning as it is today. So talk me a little bit through that, if you don't mind.
And I firstly want to apologize because you asked that in the last question. I started rambling too much.
I appreciate it. No, it was a great story, and we all love it.
Yeah.
I do. It's all for me anyway. I don't care. Who's in here? Let's see. We got Catherine, we got Brandon, we got Amir. You guys, I love you. Thanks for being here. And I know you love this story. That's why you're sticking around. So let's go. So once again, let me just say, for those who are joining right now, my name is Breeze, and I'm talking to Peyton Hobson here. He's from the head coach at Iowa Gymnastics. Iowa, we just heard the story of how they were removed from the NCAA varsity roster from the university athletic department. And now they have been competing this year for the full season within the Gymact League. And I believe you guys are on the Gymact West Conference. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so that we can touch base on a little bit on that in just a second. But let's talk to me a little bit more about what's going on with your team today. Like how did you go through that transition into starting up a Gymact program?
Yeah, so I want to say talks for that started in, I want to say late 2020, early 2021. You know, it's hard because by that time, a lot of guys had already committed to a lot of other things in life because they didn't know there was another option. Like personally, I had an internship I committed to, so I was like, oh, I don't really know if I can continue with this. But for especially like that freshman group I was talking about, like that was huge for them because it was like another opportunity. So that started to come together a little more, but it wasn't really until the summer that we started to fully dive in and get it put together. You know, there's just a lot of hoops to jump through, and I mean, not in a bad way. It's a good thing to get verified to be Gymact, but you know, just a lot of stuff that we had to do, become a team, and then eventually get to the point where we can now train in this facility and kind of compete. So, yeah. I don't know if there's any details specifically.
No. It's fine. You just from the side of the Gymact world, just so that folks know, is that yes, we do have protocols in place and a committee that takes care of going through the process of admitting new teams into Gymact. And it's not so much that we need to just create these hoops for people to jump through, is because, you know, I myself am part of NorCal United. We were one of the founding members. So at first it was just a bunch of coaches just getting together and say, let's do this thing. And then little by little, we have to establish some of the guidelines, and not just to keep people from joining, but I hope that in your experience, these hoops are things that helped you guys get into a position where you felt comfortable, that you had what you needed in order to succeed as a team. And that's the intention of that. So yeah, I ask you straightforward. Do you feel like that was the case in your experience, or was it just busy work just to get through kind of thing?
No, it was, and I worded that poorly when I said hoops to jump through, because normally it's in a negative context, but no, it's because Gymact is becoming increasingly a very organized league. And had we not gone through those hoops, it would have kind of just left us in this like gray area, Wild West frontier kind of thing. But because we did, and because we got verified through meetings, all this stuff, we can officially say we're a part of Gymact, I guess.
Nice. And yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are.
Yeah, great feeling.
A welcome addition indeed. So, and then for you, you stepped in this role of head coach, having just been an athlete. What was it like for you to go from one thing to the other, and how you're feeling right now? With, you know, pretty large shoes to fill, following up on JD's steps there. Yeah,
you know. I can't take all credit, because a lot of the duty is kind of shared by me, Lance Alberhaski, who is acting assistant coach, and then Tom Dunn, previous Iowa head coach before JD. He actually coaches a decent amount and handles a lot of like the administration type stuff. So, you know, it's kind of hard because like a lot of these guys I'm in the same class as. We're both seniors in college right now. So it is a kind of a weird dynamic. And for the most part, these guys are just very self-sufficient. You know, you've been in gymnastics long enough, you kind of know what needs to be done and what you need to take care of. But it is a weird dynamic, because I'm in, you know, somewhat of a position of authority, but at the same time, I was their teammate last year. So,
right.
Yeah, it's just kind of balancing that.
And who do you guys have designated as a team captain this year?
So that'd be Zach Tienerman and Evan Davis. And I'm sure we'll talk about Evan a little more in just a bit.
We are. In fact, let's go ahead and move forward into that right now. So Evan along with talking about Evan, I just want to say congratulations on your performance as a team at the John Roethlisberger Invitational. You guys did fantastic there.
Yeah.
In fact, you ended up finishing first place in all the Gymact teams, and in fact, winning the meet. So congratulations on that. You guys put up, if I got my status right here, a 390.1. That's a huge score, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it felt pretty good because, like, NCAA teams are not quite too far behind, so it's just kind of that weird area, I guess. But
yeah, definitely. And this is I got to point out, because different analysis that happened in the collegiate gymnastics. This is a 5-up, 5-count setup, right? That was going on at that meet. So for most of the Gymact meets, and for our qualification purposes for our season, we have a 5-up, 4-count that goes on. But we include ourselves in the Road to Nationals website, which is the national ranking system. And because we want to play, in the same platform, we have to adhere to the criteria that they set up for the NCAA varsity teams. So 5-up, 5-count is how you came about with this 390.1, which, like you said, it's not far behind some of those varsity teams. So keeping them busy, keeping them wondering what's going on with these Gymact clubs and teams that are right on our heels.
Yeah, it just kind of shows like Gymact is becoming increasingly more competitive with the NCAA teams, which is pretty awesome. So. Yeah,
more competition is always a good thing as far as I'm concerned, and keeping everyone rising to their best potential is exactly what we're there for. And then with this performance as a team, Evan Davis was selected from his peers and coaches as the Gymnast of the Week. So congratulations to him. Let's go ahead and bring him in real quick and have a quick chat with him.
Evan, you want to come talk?
No, but I will.
He's standing up slow. He's in a split at the time, so not a great time.
It's anyone who's ever tried to hold a split for a little while and get up, it's always a fun thing. Evan, what's going on, man?
Good. How are you?
Nice to meet you officially. I'm Breeze, and I know I haven't met you in person yet, so this is as close as we get for the time being.
Nice to meet you.
First of all, congratulations to you and to your team for the performance last week at the Roethlisberger Invitational. That's you guys did a great job from the numbers that I saw and a few of the video clips. Tell me a little bit about your performance and how you feel, how you did, and up to your expectations, how you've been training. You wanted more, you wanted less? What happened?
I think 2 days before the meet, I had injured my back a little seriously on a high bar, and so going to the meet, I was pretty worried about the meet and if I was going to be able to do several events. And one thing we kind of struggled with was depth, and so it was like, a high bar, we didn't have another guy to go, so it was a little challenging to get in the right mentality going through the whole meet. We started on the floor, which was a huge thing. We always ended on floor the past couple of meets, and it's hard to keep going and not running out of steam. But I think after floor, getting that huge 14.4 was really a confidence booster. And, having the guys around you, constantly encourage you, it drove me a lot. And, it made me keep pushing through the pain. And, then it was like pommel horse, hit a banger set, rings hit a banger set. And that kind of just accumulated in a snowball. And, having a great group of guys behind your back really helped booster my performance. And so I'm really grateful for them and their performance for also infecting mine.
Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, it's amazing how that one thing leads to another, and you just keep on rising higher and higher with confidence and energy level. It seems like you get an extra boost, and you're not quite sure where it's coming from, but as it turns out, it's coming right from within and from your teammates. That's fantastic. Tell me, let me just pause for just a second, say hi to everyone who's just joined us. There's a few people that switched over from watching and some new ones. Thanks for joining us. I'm talking here with the Iowa Gymnastics team, specifically talking to Evan Davis, who was last week's competition's Gymnast of the Week selected. So congratulations, Evan, on that selection. And so tell me a little bit more about your team and what it feels like to be selected by your peers for the Gymnast of the Week award, which is a selection thing, not it gets voted on.
It's really honoring and really motivating to another all around our team, James Friedman, past NCAAs, you know, there's this dynamic between the two all-arounders. You know, for me, Bennett Hong was my senior, and I was constantly chasing him. And so I feel that kind of same dynamic of James where, you know, as I'm getting better, James is also chasing me. He'll get ahead some meets, and then I'll want to keep going. And we both push each other to this kind of climax. So, I'm really thankful of him for being there and helping me like motivate to keep going harder and harder, so he doesn't get in front of me. At the same time, vice versa. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I love that. I love that to have someone like that you can just kind of go edging up at each other, and you're always wondering what's going to pull this time, and that might make him look like a fool. So that's awesome. Now you guys are both on a team prior to the switch from varsity to Gymact, or what?
Right.
Yeah. So how does it feel to you guys now, as far as the team dynamic? Do you feel that there's a lot of difference? Do you feel like there's more motivation? There's less motivation? It's still kind of a dark spot in your walking around campus. How does it feel to you having made that switch from the varsity program to a self-funded gymnastics team?
I got a lot of mixed feelings. Like a big part of me felt like I had a really big like loss of identity. You know, we couldn't call ourselves the Hawkeyes. We couldn't wear the Hawkeye logo. You know, we didn't know what to say during chants, and so there's a large portion of the season and preseason was finding our team identity. And also one really positive thing is that, you know, we had a great group of alumni who came together to help support us, and so it was connecting with all the past and the legacy of the program coming together to support us was a really moving event, actually. And so
yeah, I'm actually touched that I could hear Tom's name being used around, and it's such a strong connection to this team this year. Tom was the coach of the Iowa team while I was competing back at BYU, and to see him come back and help out in such a strong way, it's incredible how the longevity of someone's life in the sport, it's a huge deal. We love the sport so much. We want to be part of it. And so I want to say a personal thank you to Tom Dunn, who has done already so much for the sport, so much for this team, and now has come back with new vitality to add more to this incredible history. So congratulations to you guys on keeping him on board and keeping him motivated. I'm sure he wouldn't have done it if you guys were, all slackers and not showing any interest. So well done to you guys. Congrats.
that was one of the biggest things I think in preseason, was finding motivation to like get in the gym, really grind and work hard. And I think when Tom and was here during practice, just their presence made you want to like train even harder because you have so much history in the program and you want to succeed for them and show them that just them being there means the world to you.
Yeah, the Godfather is watching. That's awesome. Hey, listen, I want to say let's move on to the last little segment here, and I want to say congratulations to you on you're heading to Winter Cup in a couple of weeks, in a weekend actually. You and James are both going. Is that all right? I have this.
Right.
Is he around? Let's bring him in real quick so I can say hi to him and just show his face if he's working out.
He has an exam right now, actually.
He's actually one that hasn't arrived yet. All right. So let's just pretend to see James. Give him my congratulations and good luck. Are you making any major changes from your routines that you performed this last weekend at the John Roethlisberger Invitational versus what you're going to bring up to the FIG elite level competition?
I'm not making any major big changes. I downgraded my set on floor due to my back injury. So I'm looking to, compete the full set at Winter Cup, and that's the only change I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And are you nervous at all about the fact that you're going to be competing there? You're going to have James with you, but not the whole rest of the team backing you up. I mean, what's going to be that setting over there for you guys?
I think it'll be a little bit challenging. Especially for James, I've been in kind of the loop of going to championships, Winter Cup, and getting it. So like I'm pretty comfortable with the movement and pacing of it, but I think for James it's been a while, so I look forward to having a teammate there. Going to those meets alone was
you know.
Yeah, it's kind of a drag, actually. You have to, all motivation comes from within, and you don't have the noise, you don't have the camaraderie, you don't have someone, not even to high five other than your coach, and it's always a little bit, it's difficult. It's difficult for sure. So let me just then mention one more time that the Gymact programs are here and providing opportunities for athletes, for student athletes that are beyond high school and to college. I'm talking here with wow, I'm blanking out. I'm trying to read my notes and speak at the same time. I should just look at your eyes and know this is Evan Davis, who was the Gymnast of the Week last week. He's a member of the Iowa team. And these guys are actually participating on all the different levels of competitions that are available to them as a Gymact team. They get to go through the qualification process to go to the USA Gymnastics men's collegiate national championships, which is going to be happening at Navy in Annapolis, Maryland, at the end of March, on March 24th. They also are in the running, in fact, have already qualified as a team to go to the Gymact National Championships, which takes place in conjunction with the Developmental Nationals, USA Gymnastics, in Arizona at sometime in May. And also this opportunity to pursue the career as an elite athlete, like what James and Evan are doing, to go compete at the Winter Cup, which is a qualifying competition to try to get into national championships and potentially get onto the national team to represent the country. So these are phenomenal opportunities that, you know, great that you guys are pursuing it. Great that you have a place to be able to train and a team to go with, and you know, and a head coach to take care of you guys there. So awesome on you for keeping all of this going. Thanks to everyone who's been involved in this transition and all of the fundraising that's been done. And again, these teams are self-funded. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, go to gymact.org and check out our fundraising page, because all the money that you donate through our page there goes straight to helping build more programs like the Iowa team that we are maintaining alive. And we also have links directly to each of the teams' own fundraising pages, so that you can donate the money directly to them if that's the case. So awesome. Let's go ahead and have you guys close out this for as we do traditionally in as many of our Gymact events as we can. And I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. We'll all say go Gymact, and then you guys do backflips, because if I do a backflip, I'm gonna fall off the balcony here, and that's not gonna be pretty for anybody. So go ahead and turn the camera around. Let's get this going. You know what? I'll let you call the whole thing out. So you go 1, 2, 3, go Gymact, and these guys will go with you.
All right, you guys got it? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and you guys say go Gymact, and then do a backflip.
But you got to make sure you're filming them, though. Don't film the floor, man. Come on. What's going on here? All right.
Sorry.
Let's get someone in charge that knows how to work a camera.
Let's see. Oh, my gosh. You guys want to scoot in a little bit?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Iowa men's gymnastics team. And they've been training out there at the university, and self-funded Gymact program. All right, take it away, Evan.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Go Gymact.
Yes.
All right.
All right. This is Breeze Olson from Monterey, California. I've been talking to Evan. I've been talking to Peyton and the Iowa men's gymnastics team. Boys, congratulations, Peyton. Thank you so much for joining me and enlightening us on some of your history and what's to come. Good luck to you and your guys at the Winter Cup competition next week. For those of you who are not going to be at Winter Cup, know that next week is the Sun Devil Classic, which is a meet that has a billion junior kids competing, and a bunch of Gymact teams are going to be there as well. So next week, that's what's going to happen. Tomorrow, that's the 19th of February, we have the head-to-head competition between New York Alliance and Temple at Temple, and that's going to be an exciting meet. So check out their Facebook and Instagram accounts for the links to watch those meets live. All right, Peyton, I'll give you the last word so that you can any plugs or anything you'd like to say or ask of our beloved fans.
Nothing crazy, just like you said. If you're really feeling it, go donate to the Gymact Foundation. Or you can also donate directly to Iowa at iowagymact.com. Other than that, nothing to say. Thank you, Breeze.
You're very welcome. I'm going to see if I can put in the comments right here. I will do this. So in the comments is the link to the iowagymAct.com website. Folks, go to them, give them money because they need all the help they can get. Peyton, thank you so much. This is Breeze Olson bidding you adieu. Aloha.
Thanks. See ya.